It's finally time for the announcement of the My Mini Factory 3D Design Competition finalists. So a long time ago, we had a video that went up talking about the My Mini Factory 3D Design Competition. This was a chance for you guys to design a mount that was 3D printable for your GoPro camera that you thought should exist. There was a great response. You guys should check out all the entries. There's a link to that down in the video description. But these are the finalists. These were chosen by you guys, the community, and one of them was chosen by me as the most awesome, the most unique, and the most cool mounts that are 3D printable for your GoPro camera. Now, one of these finalists is going to win a GoPro Hero 4 silver camera. Who that is up to you. At the end of this video, go down to the video description, click on the voting details page there, and go and vote for which one of these you think is the best, because whoever that is going to win a GoPro Hero 4 silver. Without further ado, let's get into looking at the 5 mounts. First up, we have the GoPro Kinhugger. This is a GoPro mount on the front of a beer cozy. Okay, it doesn't have to be a beer cozy. It can hold any tasty beverage that you would like, and your GoPro camera is left mounted on the front of it so you can walk around and shoot GoPro footage, pretty stable GoPro footage, while enjoying your tasty beverage. Although if you enjoy too many tasty beverages, your GoPro footage may not be so stable. You can also turn the GoPro around so you can shoot yourself enjoying said tasty beverage. And the mount has some nice features as well. The nut holder here on the side is retained, so when you undo the GoPro bolt, the nut doesn't fall out. You don't have to worry about losing it. It's got a little support stand on the front. It's got some really nice detailing on the hugger itself. It's got some indentations for your fingers on the front, ridges on the back, a nice kind of contoured ergonomic shape to it. Definitely a lot of work went into this. The only one thing that a little bit of a complaint is that the hugger is a very, very snug fit for most cans. So it does take a little bit of effort to get it in and out, especially if the can is unopened. Once it's opened and there's less pressure inside it, it does tend to come in and out a little bit easier. Next up, there's the GoPro Handy Cam case. This is it's a very unique case for your GoPro camera. It's got 2 little buttons here on the front. You squeeze these and the case opens to reveal your GoPro camera mounted inside. Inside here, you have full access to the camera controls. You can push the buttons in the little notches here. You can operate the camera, and if you want to put your camera away, you just close it up and your camera is safe and ready to go in this little handy cam case. Now, in terms of design work, this case is amazing. It's got a bunch of very intricately designed pieces. It's got things that are amazingly well thought out. There's cutouts in the front of the case so the lens just fits inside. There's clips here to open it. There's cutouts in the front for the lens, and on the back there's a cutout to make sure you can insert and remove the camera when the case is open. It's got rotating, moving parts. It snaps together. Overall, this thing is incredibly, incredibly well thought out and well designed. I was blown away. This is an example of the kind of cool moving things you can build with 3D printing. Having said that, in terms of an actual GoPro accessory, it does have a couple of drawbacks. Well, it's cool that you can use your GoPro camera in a case like this and take it places. It's a little bit too big for my liking. It is cool to be able to keep this and know that everything's safe in it, but it is a big mount. And compared to the size of your GoPro camera, this is a pretty big thing to take with you. The really cool joint that's on this takes up about 30% of its size. So while it does have some really cool features, it is pretty big and it isn't something I see using as an everyday GoPro mount. But in terms of design, this thing is awesome. Up next is the bottle cap mount for GoPro. This is a 3D printed bottle cap with a GoPro mount on it. So designed to work with most Coke bottles. I did not have one of those. It fit just fine onto this Perrier bottle, but it will make a very nice seal onto those like Coke pop bottles cap. So you just take it off, unscrew it, and you've got the 2 pieces. You just place it on top, screw it on, and you've got a, you've got a GoPro mount on top of a pop bottle or a water bottle, and you can walk around with it, use it as a Steadicam. It can also be used to float because, water, air floats. So you screw this on the top, and you're going to have a nice little bobber to keep your GoPro afloat if you're using it around the water. You can use it as a tripod because most of the time those water bottles will stand up, especially if you add a little bit of water to them to make them heavier. So really just a very versatile mount. It's about the same size as a GoPro tripod mount, and it adds a lot of flexibility. You can make it into a hand grip, you can make it into a bobber, you can make it into a tripod mount by standing that water bottle up. So a huge amount of flexibility. And if you guys have a 3D printer, you should probably make one of these. They're pretty cool. Now we come to the design, which was not actually submitted as a design, but as an idea. So someone had this as an idea and didn't possess the 3D modeling skills in order to build it. So they posted the idea to my mini factory, where a designer actually went and designed it. And then that model was printed and sent over here. So this is the super versatile GoPro frame. It has GoPro mounts on all sides of the frame, so you can mount it in any orientation you want. Well, it's easy to flip GoPro footage horizontally and vertically. Sometimes 90 degrees isn't so easy, or you've just got it mounted on the side of a helmet and you want to be able to mount the camera horizontally without using a bunch of extender bars. So you could very easily do that with the super versatile GoPro mount. It's cool that they've allowed access to all of the buttons while managing to put these mounts on the side. This is a mount I see being used in a lot of production environments. If you've ever seen behind the scenes footage from the GoPro setups and the GoPro videos, you'll notice they use a lot of frame mounted and a lot of different kind of adhesive mounts and different angles. So it would be kind of cool to be able just to stick the adhesive mount to, say, a window on the side of a car or the side of a car, and then just slam this thing into it sideways without having to fiddle around with a bunch of extender bars to make the camera sit at the proper angle. So very, very cool idea. Well, it does lead to a little bit of a silly looking mount with a whole bunch of things hanging off it. It is cool with how versatile it is and how well it works. The final mount here was picked by me as a cool representation of kind of what 3D printing can do for GoPro mounts in general. This is the low profile mount, and it again was an idea which was submitted by a creator and then designed by one of the designers over at my mini factory. So the idea went up to the site, and then someone thought it was cool and actually went ahead and designed a model that was printable. So it's a low profile mount which basically takes the mounting position of the GoPro from the bottom of the camera and puts it on the back. So this is cool in certain situations. There's times when, say, you're helmet mounting and you've got that adhesive mount on the front of your helmet and you just want to be able to put the camera right onto it, and instead of having to have it sticking up. So this will allow you to stick that camera right onto the front of a flush mount something and end up with your camera very flush mount without having to use a J-hook or different adhesive mount. Just a normal adhesive mount and a normal buckle mount, and you can flush mount the camera very, very easily. This is the same kind of thing that they were doing a little bit there. The Sportsman mount came with those back doors with mounts in the middle of them. Well, this little mount here allows you to get that same mounting option using a little adapter that you could 3D print. So this wasn't necessarily the best mount I saw, but I thought the creativity behind it and using 3D printing to create a mount that doesn't exist to fill a need, which does, is very, very cool and illustrated the power of 3D design and 3D printing. These are just a few of the amazing mounts which were shared during the My Mini Factory 3D design competition. You guys should definitely go look at all of them because there's some really unique and creative ones out there. So have a look at those. But these are the 5 finalists. Any one of these people can win the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, which is being given away to the winner of this competition. It is now up to you guys to go and vote for who you think that should be. So follow the details down in the video description and vote for which one of these you think is the most unique, the most creative, and the best use of 3D design in GoPro mounts. Which one did you like the best? What do you think was cool? Let me know. Leave it down in the comments and go vote for who you think did it best. Until next time, guys, thank you very, very much for watching.